Hey guys, it's your girl Boonie, and you're listening to episode 101 of the Boonie Breakdown podcast, your source for all things responsible and ratchet. All right, welcome. This is season 6 of the Boonie Breakdown podcast. Yes, season 6. Can't believe it. 5 seasons under our belt. We're starting season 6. I'm excited to be back podcasting, releasing new episodes. It seems like a long time, but it was only 6 weeks off. But it seems like a lot longer than that. I'm excited for the new season. We have some great guests lined up. Also, all of your favorites will be back, meaning Chrissy and Sheikah, Brian and Kenny. So I'm really excited about what we have coming up for season 6. I also want to thank everyone who came out to the Boonie Breakdown Live in Baltimore. That was dope. We had a great time. A lot of y'all brought tickets and didn't show up. I don't know. I know summertime, a lot's happening, so you had to choose, but I am sad that you missed it. We had a great time with our vendors. Be Birdwatcher and Zen in a Jar. Zen in a Jar sold out. I told y'all were going to come. You're going to fall in love with it. And it's so hard to get your hands on that stuff. And you guys know Be Birdwatcher. They're always a favorite here at the Boonie Breakdown. Want to big up our sponsors again. One Condoms, True Magic Wand. I feel like it's some more that I'm forgetting. Robbie's Happy Place for the cookies in the goodie bag. So yeah. You have another chance. If you missed this show, you can head over to thebooniebreakdown.com/live. Get your tickets for Philadelphia. I know I've been saying for a few weeks, Atlanta, I'm still trying to work you out. So Atlanta is either going to be September 28th or pushed back. So yeah, that's all I can say about Atlanta, but definitely Philly, August 10th. Those tickets are selling. We're less than a month out from there. So that is your next chance to hit a Boonie live show. If you cannot tell, this episode, it is just going to be me bringing you into season 6. I feel like it's been such a long time since we've done an episode that it made sense just for me to be your opener. Stick around to the end of this episode. I'm doing a giveaway because I love you guys. And 2, it's going to be a nice little surprise for me. Something I never do. Something I never do on the podcast, but that's going to come later. So let's just hop into the pick of the week. The pick of the week, I did my first Essence Fest. Yes. I had a great time. I will say this. I feel like if I go, I will go again. I will. I don't feel like I'll be in a consecutive Essence Fest attendee, but I would go again. I was surprisingly surprised. There were more men there than I thought. So ladies, if you're doing a girls trip, there are some, it wasn't quite Sausage Fest, but it was way more men than I thought. So you can get a few numbers. I know a few homegirls, we walked away with some numbers. So, it was worth the investment there. Saw lots of celebrities just in passing. Literally one of my favorites was we were getting off the elevator at our hotel. The doors open and it was AJ Johnson, also known as Shireen from House Party, and Jody Mama from Baby Boy. Elevator doors open. Bam, she was there. She was very personable. We held a conversation with her. She ended up giving your girl a high five. That was dope. We ran into Terry Crews into the Starbucks. That was Sheikah and I. And if you follow my personal Instagram, he fine as fuck. I never thought I would say that about Terry Crews ever in my life. But he didn't, I guess because he always plays those goofy roles, that he wasn't goofy. He was pretty serious and he was all sweaty from his run, but he was pretty fine as fuck. So, Terry Crews. We saw Michelle Williams, a super random Kenny Lattimore spotting. But some of my favorite people to meet were more so like the Instagram celebrities. Like we saw a few more like real celebrities, Michelle Williams. We saw Tammy Roman, who was in our hotel as well. But then I got a chance to sit at a brunch with and take a picture with not Carlton Banks. And if you don't follow him on Instagram, you're a fucking fool. He's fucking hilarious. And he was who he was in person, which was great. Also, Sheikah and I had a little fangirl moment because we met Scotty Beam and she's fucking gorgeous in person. Like, it's rare that you meet people who are prettier in person than they Instagram. Yeah, she was dope. So yeah, we had a good time. I recommend it. The only thing I probably won't ever do again The concerts, Jesus Christ. That was kind of torture to be there that long. And we didn't even get there at the start time. Like we got there to be like an hour and a half late. And we were still in there at 1:00. The super lounges were a nice. I'll probably maybe do that again. But I really don't think again I would do the concert. Like it was just a lot. It was a lot. We had some good parties. One party kind of flopped, but Bourbon Street was popping. So it was just a good around time all around. The only other thing too, you're gonna be hungry as fuck and hot as fuck because the waits to eat were like 3-4 hours. One day we literally put our name on a wait list at 2:30, I believe, for a table at 8:30. No lie. So you have to really plan your day around eating, and you're not gonna eat a lot, or you're gonna eat street food or whatever. But eating was a challenge. So, but all in all, great time at Essence Fest. I would do it again, but I ain't going next year. How about that? Well, maybe, unless Rihanna. But I don't see Rihanna doing an Essence Fest. I don't know. Who knows? But I don't feel compelled to go back every year. All right, so we're going to bounce right into this housekeeping. I also dropped some new merch. It's some new neon collections. We have a great Ratcheteer t-shirt that I have yet to put on the website, and I did not realize it until I put a t-shirt on. Like, oh shit, this is not available. Also, the thing that I'm most excited about is the whole bag was revamped into a nice fanny pack. Now, you got to remember, you can't confuse your whole bag with an overnight bag. Your whole bag is just very small for your essentials for a whole excursion. So you can grab a whole bag fanny pack. Those are selling really well. I'm glad you guys love them as much as I do. I took mine to Essence with me. It was perfect. Lots of questions about it. So you can head on over to the booniebreakdown.com/shop to grab all your new merch, get some merch for the first time. And right now, because Meg the Stallion fucking told us it's Hot Girl Summer, because it's Hot Girl Summer, you can use the code HOTGIRL, HOTGIRL, to save 15% on your orders over $20. Also, because Instagram keeps failing us, I know it's the tool that I use the most to reach you guys, but it keeps going down like once a week this summer. So if you head on over to the booniebreakdown.com, sign up for the newsletter. I don't send out a lot of newsletters. I really don't. I should do better. But that would be another great way so I can reach in touch with all of you guys should any of these social platforms go away at any fucking second. All right. Also, I want to thank all of the people who in the downtime of the podcast in between seasons, they went back, caught up on some episodes. They did some reviews for me. And you know how much reviews help me out. If you don't listen in the Purple app on Apple devices, you can leave a review, hit 5 stars over on our Facebook page at the Boonie Breakdown. Or if you do listen in the Purple app, you can go in there, hit the 5 stars, and write a review. We just got a new one from eDiva826, and it says, a new listener for sure. Love this episode. Enjoyed the content, the serious, the ratchet, and the real. Congrats on reaching 100 episodes. Looking forward to season 6. So yes, I read every single review I get. I love them. Like I said, they help me out so much more because people, I can say all I want, all the great things about it, but when people see it in other people's words, it adds more weight. Okay. So go ahead over, hit those 5 stars, drop a review. And also you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram, the Boonie Breakdown, Twitter, Boonie Breakdown. And when you're sharing the episode, please use the hashtag PODIN, PODIN, and the hashtag the Boonie Breakdown. As a reminder, if your page is locked, I cannot interact with you. I cannot comment. I cannot see what you share in your stories because your page is locked. I appreciate the tag so other people can find my page. But that is why you don't get a response from me because I cannot see it. So just make an explanation. But, I always try to interact with everything I receive. And it's always great when you just share them in your Insta stories. That is a really good thing. And if you listen on Spotify, you can hit just share episode. It makes it easier for people to listen to the episode because they can just click and listen. So that is it for me. I'm sick of rambling now. And we're going to hop into this week's episode. Let's get ready to break it down. All right, so let's just hop right into it. One of my favorite things to do that I feel like we don't do often enough. And I'm like, I'm going to remind you guys. I did a reminder on Instagram. You guys can send in an Ask Boonie question. And if you want this question to be answered by both myself and one of the standing guests, Chrissy, Sheikah, Brian, or Kenny, then you can include them on there. What made me do this is I got a very good Ask Boonie in my inbox this week. And it also was so detailed that it sent additional questions that, sometimes when we're asking a question, people send them in. We're always like, what about this? They even included for answers for possible questions, all types of scenarios. So very thoughtful, very inclusive. And I think we can probably give a really good answer to this. So this is my open call, you can say, for you to send in any Ask Boonie questions that can be featured and answered in a future upcoming episode in season 6. So how can you submit them? If you go to the webpage, theboonieBreakdown.com/contact, you can submit anonymously through the contact form. You can shoot an email over to theboonieBreakdown@gmail.com, or you can hit the DMs on any of our social media accounts, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So if you want to send in a voice memo, you can do that too. On the webpage, you can send in free voicemails if you choose to do that as well. Or you can just record a voice memo in your phone and email it over to theboonieBreakdown@gmail.com. Those are all the ways that you can submit. I love the Ask Boonie questions because sometimes they're outrageous, sometimes they're thoughtful. And like I said, if you want someone other than myself to be included in the response, then be sure to include that in your submission. So go ahead and shoot them in. All right, coming up in season 6, some of the guests that we have coming. We always have your favorites. I couldn't even imagine not having, Chrissy and Sheikah and Brian and Kenny on at least 2 episodes a season. So I always guarantee to do that for you guys. I also have someone coming up. I'm not trying to give away all the guests because I want to have some level of surprise with it, but she calls herself a sex ed superhero. So I'm excited about that. I think she will fit the responsible and ratchet moniker to a T, actually. We have some people who do really dope, amazing things in the travel space. One of your probably favorite, I don't know if I want to say YouTube, but probably Instagram personalities. They'll be here on the podcast. I've reached out to several people that I don't want to say because I don't have commitments yet from them. So I am excited about the people that I've reached out to. You guys know I have no problem reaching out to anybody. All they can say is no or ignore me. And it sucks when people commit and then ignore when it's time to record. Shit happens. But, I had one person do that already, but I'm so excited about what they're doing that I'm going to reach back out to them and try to see if we can figure out a way to make this work and get them on the podcast. So I promise you, I think my goal for season 6 is to have a responsible episode, then a ratchet episode, a responsible episode, a ratchet episode. And if we can combine the two, that'll work. But that's how I'm thinking I'm framing up season 6. So you guys get excited about that. Now, we're getting ready to head into the surprise. I know I promised a surprise for you guys. I think you're going to like it. But before we do that, as you know, Saturday, August 10th is Boonie Live in Philadelphia. Now, I'm excited for Philly show for several reasons. The primary one being this is my first show I'm doing outside of Baltimore. So with that being said, this is the gauge of any future shows that'll be had outside of Baltimore. I'm not doing any shows in Baltimore for at least a year. I did 3 in a year here. That was a lot. I did not intend to do that many, but shit happens. So I won't be doing any more in this area for a while. Maybe DC, but y'all know how I feel about that. Baltimore people always got to go to DC for shit. So I feel like they can come here for one little show, right? But I say all this to say, Atlanta is in the works. I'm going to pull it off. I'm positive about it. But there is a city that you think the Boonie Breakdown should consider doing a live show in 2020. Here is your chance. I am doing an altar call for possible locations for 3 shows in 2020. I have to, once you guys submit, I'll look at my data and see if it supports, because I just can't have a show just because you're my only listener in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I might not be able to do a show there. But if your submission backs up where my downloads and listens come from, I'll consider it for 2020. I know the Texas delegation is pushing hard for a show down in Texas somewhere, but Texas is so big because I'm like, you do Dallas and Houston. They're like 4 hours away from each other. You got Austin. So yeah, Texas is huge, but I know the Texas delegation is pushing really hard. So where can you submit these? You can send them to the booniebreakdown@gmail.com. Hit the DMs with what cities you think I should consider for 2020. And while I'm saying this now is because in planning the Atlanta show, it kind of took me by surprise a bit at how difficult this was planning it in another city. Philly was super easy. So I'm saying maybe it's a Northeast thing. Maybe when I move out of the Northeast, I have to consider different things when booking venues in other parts of the country. So I should get started on it earlier so I'm not crunched and I'm able to do a full, run up to the show. So let me know. Shoot them over, the booniebreakdown@gmail.com. All right. Philly show, we have Brian. We also have Erica of the Brown Girl Experiences. She hosts another podcast called Conversations and Cocktails. I think the two of them are going to play off each other really well. If you guys know Brian, you guys know what to expect from him at a live show. It's going to be amazing. So head on over to booniebreakdown.com/live and get those tickets. And now, after this surprise, I'm going to drop what I'm going to give away. But I'm going to do something. I never do this because I just believe, as a listener of podcasts, I don't particularly like listening to live show episodes because you miss context. You can't see what's happening. You're pointing in the crowd. Someone in the crowd says something. So it's kind of hard to capture what's going on. But what I am going to do, I'm going to play a snippet of Boonie Live Baltimore in this episode, and hopefully it gets you excited about some of the other live shows. So without further ado, here we go.
Put everything together. Let's give her a big round of applause. We got, okay, she got the orange jacket on. Make me feel like it's the NBA Finals. Feeling like Kawhi Leonard. Hey. Give it up to my friend. Hey. The Stallion. Boonie the Stallion.
Am I a stallion though? I don't think I'm a stallion.
Boonie. You for real, at the end of the day, and it was like the Preakness and Smarty Jones came through, and it was like coming around the corner. Smarty Jones coming around. Smarty Jones.
Why gotta be Smarty Jones?
Because that horse, like a horse's ass, just sits up, right? And your ass sits up. Like you took that little moo-moo off earlier. Moo-moo on, I was like,
they have a moo-moo on.
I was like, damn, that motherfucker was moving. So it's like, y'all be like, you fuck Boonie? I'll be like, damn.
Y'all don't even believe him.
I'll be like, I'm thinking about it. When I seen the moo-moo.
I hate you so much. So this is Brian, everyone, and we've learned a lot about his dick in the last 15 minutes.
Balls.
I really do. I know the person who keeps sending the ball question. Read her out the She is in the room.
At Brian been gone. Come in the DM. It's safe. I will send you a picture of my balls.
Do not go in his DMs.
You can lick my balls and my taint.
The taint?
It ain't my ass. The taint. It's not your ass, and it ain't your balls.
But see, guys get real funny. Wait a minute. Guys get real funny when you start to move towards the back.
Don't lick my ass. I had this old head. I was like 18. Old head, like you being a little boy.
Well, you ain't let her eat your ass?
I let her eat my ass. Because I felt like I was being a little boy. I used that shit on so many women. You being a little girl. You being a fucking little girl. But that shit worked, so I let her eat my ass.
That's your trick now.
Yeah, but I let her eat my ass.
So y'all know around the corner on, I think it's like 24th in Maryland.
No.
It's a sign that says "Eat ass, pray love." It's on the side of a building. You gotta love Baltimore.
That's true. But the whole thing was like I didn't feel comfortable with my ass being wet while I was hitting it, and I was like,
used that much saliva.
Yeah,
your ass was wet.
My ass was wet, and I didn't like it.
Okay.
But then it was like crazy because when I graduated from Morgan, shout out to Morgan. Woo! Bears in the house.
That's how Morganites do.
So I had this young girl who was a freshman, right? And she used to come over and suck my dick all the time, but she would never let me fuck her.
Okay.
So finally she was like, I'm gonna let you fuck me. But she was like, lay on your stomach. And I'm like, for what? She was like,
how'd you do it? Did you put your ass up in the air like that?
She was like, lay on your stomach, I'm gonna give you a massage. So she giving me a massage, and then all of a sudden she just started trying to eat my ass. I'm like, whoa.
You put your ass in there.
No, I had, no. Real shit. Like to this day, like I feel bad because I had food poisoning. It was the first time I had sushi. And it was just like, you know how like you had diarrhea for like 6 days? And it's like, I was on like Cipro. Y'all know Cipro when y'all have like the yeast infections and all the vaginal problems.
You were on antibiotics and you let somebody eat your ass?
I was on antibiotics and I'm like, no. And she like, just relax. And
You're
I'm like,
a nasty motherfucker.
I'm like, bitch, you're 18. The last one was 30. You're like 18. I'm like.
So it's an age limit to eating ass.
I mean, the first one was like, I was young. She was like, you being a little boy. This one was like, be a grown man. I'm like, hold on. I'm fucked up.
So the rules. So you said something about Twitter. It's a lot of people in the room who are not familiar with the Boonie Breakdown. So I just first want to say welcome. As you can see, we're ratchet as fuck. There's no room for sensibilities here to clutch your pearls. We don't do any of that. But this did start on Twitter. And I'm going to shout out because some of y'all in here, I used to work at Social Security. I don't work there no more, so I can say it.
That's a lot of hoes at Social Security.
It is. Male and female, so it does not matter.
Males and not hoes.
And we would get bored. So it's like 2 o'clock on any random day. I would just fire up. We're going to do Boonie Ratchet Hour. The hashtag was B84RH. So somebody said yes. So I searched that on Twitter, and some of the tweets still come up. So some of y'all motherfuckers should be ashamed of yourselves. So I pulled up, and it was a tweet. I'm not going to call the person out because they are in the room. And somebody said, this is the kind of stuff we were talking about. It's from 2012.
Oh, shit.
If you can't find nobody to screw but a handicapped person, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a crip ain't one.
Oh, my God.
Somebody said that, and they're in here. Should be ashamed of yourself.
Ashamed.
Somebody also in this room said they like to pour olive oil in people's anuses.
What? That wasn't me.
That was from 2013.
I don't even like olive oil. That's the healthy
I feel like olive oil in your ass is not a suitable replacement for lube.
Are they a vegan?
You can use...
Like when you're trying to get healthy...
You can use coconut oil. Yes, but let's stay away from olive oil in people's anuses. Okay.
I just told Sheikah that. Like, yo, body butter is not fucking lube.
Body butter isn't lube?
She like, I gotta get some of that body butter. You know, Sheikah got that. Sheikah got that like cancer cigar smoker's voice.
Alone.
She be like, what you trying to do? You trying to fuck this pussy? And you be like trying to like get sexy. And you over the phone and you jerking off. And she like, I just want to lick your balls. And you like, be like, yo, Sheikah, chill.
All right, Brian, I'm taking your microphone away. I love you. But thank you. Sheikah's in the back cussing them out.
Hey, Sheikah. Super freaka.
They have such sexual tension. If you've never listened to any of the episodes with Brian and Sheikah, the tension is thick. I really want them to have sex, but they just won't do it. And we've never had sex. I just want to set the record straight there. All right, bye.
All right.
It was fun. Thank you.
It was real. Y'all know where to find me.
Give it up for Brian.
At Brian Been Gone.
He's disgusting. He's what's the word I want? It's a lot of isms I could use with you. You're sexist. And he's a bruh, naturally, right? Trash. Oh, trash.
Yikes. Yikes. So, all right, we got to pay the bills. But I want to welcome all of you to Boonie Breakdown Live. I just had to dip you guys right in because a lot of you guys, this is your first time here. How many people listen to the podcast? Okay. Yeah, good job. All right. I'm going to look at you all night. I'm going to let your girlfriend, I'm going to pick on him. All right, thank you. I want to shout out a few people first. I want to shout out TJ and Danny of Lovers Quarrel podcast. They're in the house. I just did their last episode. It was a lot of fun, so be sure to check them out. They're on all of your streaming podcasts. Is Vanessa here yet? No? Okay. But Vanessa from the last show, she was supposed to be coming. Also, I want to thank my mom. She's in the back selling merch. It's her birthday this week, so happy birthday. All right, you see a lot of people moving. I'm going to thank Crystal because I'm going to thank these people now before I forget. She keeps me on time. Thank my brother. He's filming. Larry somewhere working too. Kenny was handing out gift bags. He was happy to not talk this time. Love you. So our sponsors, the fun part. We have to thank One Condoms. Everybody in their gift bag, they have a pack of... Nigga, I will give you something. Go sit down. Oh, this is yours right here. You just gonna be rude and interrupt my shit right now. Also, I gotta thank Jade because she's taking pictures. Where's Jade? Over there. Yay, Jade. So yeah, everyone gets 24 condoms. We're responsible and ratchet here, okay? So you get super sensitive, hyper thin, glow in the dark. That could be fun. That could be fun. You also get some lube, because lube makes everything better. It's just not for anal sex, okay? All right, we got lube. Also at the top of this, it is a condom case. We don't like holes in condoms, right? Because you also can get a Boonie hoe bag, which is a fanny pack, okay? Mama has them back there. You can get them on the website. Use code PICKUP for free shipping. But the condom case fits nicely in the hoe bag. So you can put 3 or 4 condoms in your condom case, stick it in your hoe bag, you good for the summer. Most niggas don't need magnums. All right. We also have Boonie's favorite, the magic wand. Now, if you came to the last one, you know we did a lot of things to give these away. One of the recipients is right here in the front. Can we attest to the magic wand? Was it everything I said it was? Come on, sis, we can't be shy. You want to win this shit. And this is the new one. 4 speeds, a detachable cord. It's waterproof. I would advise against going to the top speed right away. Look, they fighting because they had a fight the last time over the magic wand. And ultimately, all right. But these are our sponsors. We have 3 of these to give away here. I will also say the appropriate use for the magic wand. I did a twerk class back in February. Some people came. And one of the moves was a split. Now, my ass had not done a split since high school. But I went down in this split and fucked my hamstring all the way up. And the magic wand did good on that too. So, multi-use. Also, One Condoms, we have some pleasure kits to give away. This has condoms, lube. It has a cock ring, dual vibrating cock ring, and a fingertip vibrating ring, okay? Yeah. Also, my favorite, clone a pussy. It's exactly what it is. You can clone your vagina. You can make your boo a personal sex toy. It's dope as fuck. Oh, y'all look scared. Y'all know y'all want that clone of pussy. Look, this one right here, she's trouble. I'm not. You gonna be on your best behavior? Okay. Also in the back, we have the vendors. We have B-Bird, Watch Your Spiritual Stones. If you listen to the podcast, they've sponsored quite a few episodes. Shop them. We have Zen in a Jar. I don't even know if they have a lot left back there. Do you guys have a lot? Just a little bit. So they'll sell out soon. Their shit is good. You want to catch a nigga? It's a few in here. Some of them are attached, though. But it ain't none of my business if what y'all do, what y'all do. All right, we're going to give away some shit right quick. How many episodes and seasons have the Boonie Breakdown podcast had? All right, Chelsea, come on up here. She's a fan. Come on your freakum dress. Come on, you got to do all better than that, girl. She don't got no underwear on. She got some responsible and ratchet shot glasses. All right, I need everybody to close their eyes real quick. And I'm looking, so you just close your eyes. I'll call you out if they aren't closed. We're going to do a ratchet meditation. Our eyes closed. We're going to set the intention. Before everyone got here, I already saged the room. So I want everyone to close their eyes in. And we're going to exhale. Leon, I see them eyes is open. I see I remembered your name already. Ain't that your name, Leon? Yeah, you got to close them eyes. Exhale through your mouth. And I just want you to keep breathing in through your nose. Exhaling through your mouth. And breathe out. And as we're breathing through our nose and exhaling through our mouths, whenever your thoughts wander, come back to your breath. Remember what our fearless leader, Meg the Stallion, said. Parlez-vous français? Tell that pussy hey. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Meg said it's a hot girl summer. Keep that in mind, sisters. If he has to ask you, did you come? We need to move on. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And keep thinking of that sexy person. And notice how your body responds to the thought of them. And just remember Meg the Stallion, the great one, said, Parlez-vous français? Tell that pussy hey. No one's thinking about Brian as we breathe through our nose. Exhale through our mouths. And as we start to open our eyes, bring motion back to our body, I just want you to keep thinking about this sexy person all evening. And slowly open your eyes, blink, blink. The ratchet in me honors the ratchet in you. Namaste. All right, we're going to get started now. That was just the warm-up. So I need y'all to loosen up. All right, I'm going to bring up my homies, Chrissy and Sheikah, to the podcast. We know them. Look. Chrissy got Chanel. She's ready today. You want to sit? You can sit there. You need help? Hold your drink. I'll hold your drink. Look at you. Hand your drink back.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, y'all. Hey. So the funny thing was, about 7 years ago, we were supposed to start a podcast. And it was called This, That, and the Third. We had the name. We had meetings. We knew how this shit was going to work. Then my ass started fucking the producer.
Right, exactly.
So the podcast went nowhere. And when I decided to start this, I said, all right, you guys got to come on because this was the original idea. It was supposed to be the three of us. So welcome, girls.
Hey, y'all. Hey, thank you.
They haven't been at the live show since the first one.
Yeah, I haven't. Very
Yeah.
true. Well, no, I came
You
to the
came to the
second.
second one.
I introduced you with Kenny.
Yeah.
Kenny tried to leave me caught out there, but I appreciate Kenny every day.
I told him we were going to bring him up quite often.
Yes, please.
All right, so I have my first thing. Do you think you can tell how a guy is going to fuck by the way he dances?
No.
Why?
Because I think the understanding is that if he's coordinated enough to be smooth on the dance floor, that the same will happen in the bedroom. But that's lies. I have, thankfully, what I've been gifted with called good dick meter.
Oh, tell us about this
meter. It
meter.
goes off in the presence of a... And that lets me know whether he can fuck or not. Yet, for myself or others.
So what does this meter entail?
And enthusiastic, or whether he just has the equipment. And again, my body just knows.
Okay.
I should probably be selling the service.
Please do.
Because I could have saved
sell it on Amazon. 2 days shipping.
I could have saved a friend or two. But sometimes, it's not always quite accurate. Like sometimes you need a second experience to make sure that the meter told you right. But again, I haven't been led astray too many times.
Sheikah, what about you?
Yeah, I'm definitely.
So if he dance well,
if you dance off, I'm not fucking with it. Not. I already know your rhythm.
So like, what's the wrong dance?
Like you can't catch the beat. Like you can't. You don't know if you. Yeah. Like you on the 3 and the 7. Like
not the 2 and the 4s.
Right. But I feel like there's also something about men who are low key when it comes to dancing. I think it's harder to gauge because they might be holding something back, but they still might.
These days.
Yeah, niggas
Well, because
like
when you go
like
out
that
to the
anymore.
when you go out to the club usually, and I
dance
don't go
anymore.
often, but I feel like people are like congregated. Like
They're
people
on their
don't-
phones.
Yeah, like everybody's trying to stunt for the gram. Nobody's really having fun. And we were at a pool party last weekend, and it pissed me off because the guys and the girls didn't really interact until the girls initiated it. And I'm like, that's some bullshit. Like, I'm not going over to some men to start conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the men should be the one.
Yeah.
You want to engage, you come over to fuck to me.
Because unlike Brian said, we are still the prize ladies.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not doing the most, but like, I probably won't judge it off of that alone. It's more of a vibe for me, but yeah, if you offbeat, you gonna be offbeat fucking. I don't care what nobody says.
So what's the rhythm? Like, can you demonstrate a good rhythm of a fuck? What's a good stroke rhythm?
A good stroke rhythm is like, let's say, we're in doggy. When you pull out, I bounce back and like, you know what I mean? Like it catches. You know what I mean? Like
some people are resonating with that feeling.
And can we emphasize how important the rhythm is?
The rhythm is very important. Like, and also ladies too, when you're like trying to the penis is more so when he's pulling out, tighten up. Pulling out, tighten up. Like you kind of suck it back in. And then you go back and forth. And it
I see some head nods here, like, yes.
Yeah, I know, because I know. And it works.
That's your signature move, huh?
I think of Kegels as the finishing move, like Mortal Kombat.
It is a finishing move, but sometimes, like, even in missionary, because, sometimes people want to be in missionary, you may get a little lovey, but make sure when he pulls out, when he's stroking out, you squeeze it in.
Well, you mentioned missionary. I feel like missionary is underrated.
It's so fucking underrated.
If missionary leads to my knees
two.
by my shoulders, then okay.
Yeah.
But
you do a crisscross scissors?
No.
No.
Well, I'm shorter than you, but I feel like missionary, like you can wrap your legs around the waist, and you might let him, like he might grab your head, he might pull your head down a little bit, but you let him.
And listen, every man,
take it.
Don't think that you alpha male and can be pulling hair and choking. Like read the situation.
Please. Also, ask for consent, guys.
Oh no,
like,
consent.
Let's just talk about that. And I told you, did I not give you that advice about before you decide to be sexual? Let's have that conversation. What do you like? What don't you like? Do you like choking? Do you like
dick pics? Do you like news in your inbox?
Yeah, all of that. Because it makes the experience that much better if you have the conversation before. It builds up anticipation, but also on top of that, like, oh, she fucks with me choking her. Like, I can choke her.
Choking is definitely something you need consent.
Yeah, you need to ask.
My first experience with choking, I did not give consent. And I thought I was dying. But then I was like, oh, God, I'm going to heaven. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. But choking can be fun, but you definitely need to ask.
Yeah. Why is that weak?
Why is it weak, Brian?
I think you got to read the vibe.
No.
You gotta say that.
Absolutely agree. You can read the vibe. You can read the vibe. Like if you creep
it's
your
just
hand
different
up,
when you have a nigga cutting off your airway.
right?
But see, there's listen. Can we
It
make
feels
a
like
point
that.
to say that there is a certain way to choke appropriately during sex?
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to constrict. You don't want to cut off.
No. But for guys, if you put your hand towards
Ryan
towards
does
her
not get
neck,
consent at all.
and she puts her hands on top to welcome it, then you have consent. Like, I just want to.
So it doesn't have to be verbal. You just
It doesn't
gotta
have
read
to be
this
verbal. Sometimes it's body language. Like, because if you reach up to choke,
Because she
people,
might be
when they
like,
talk about
that's
it,
not consent, nigga.
Yeah,
Get
like
the
if
fuck
I
off.
push you off, don't do that.
Yes.
But if I caress your hand across, like I fuck with it.
Or she keep moaning, that might be consent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. I think consent comes a different few ways. But just don't, I just
Many
think you
ways.
just can't start choking a bitch
No.
as she's coming. That's just a
Please
very
don't.
intense feeling. You can't do it. Shut the fuck up, Brian.
Please. Yeah. That's so bad.
So, also, we got a question, and I didn't tell Brian, but the question was, how come none of us fucked Brian yet?
Because
I will
Brian is
say-
community dick. But if you
All right. So that was just a little teaser, a little 20 minutes, 25 minutes of the Boonie Breakdown Live. If you've never been to a show that gives you, I don't even think that gives you the breadth of the experience, but it is truly an experience where Ratchet, every show is Ratchet. It is fun. It's some interactivity with as the guest. But if you interact with me, you usually win something. You walk away with something. So it is not in vain, okay? So again, the next Boonie live show, Saturday, August 10th, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at the Philly Improv Theater down in City Center. Yes. So come see me. As you can tell, Brian is off the chain. He's off the hook as always. And I promise you, our guest Erica of the Brown Girl Experience, she's going to be able to go toe to toe with the ridiculousness of Brian. I do have more magic wands to give away. I'm the magic wand. The magic wand fairy. Okay. So be sure to get your tickets, theboonieBreakdown.com/live. So again, I'm excited for season 6 of the Boonie Breakdown podcast. Okay. So be sure to stick around. We're back every Monday. There will be new episodes pretty much through the end of the end of the year. I think I'm going to December 16th will be the last new episode of 2019. And then, season 7 will start sometime in 2020. So get excited. Tell a friend. Tag a friend, share it on Facebook, share it on Instagram. The Boonie Breakdown podcast, your source for all things responsible and ratchet, is back. I know the wait. It seemed a long time, guys. I know I missed it. I missed doing new episodes, but here we are. We're ready. So again, grab your tickets. If you want to get some merch, head on over to theboonieBreakdown.com/shop. Use code HOTGIRL to get all your new merch. The new hoe bags are bomb. I'm telling you. You can see pictures of them over on the Instagram, all right? And if you enjoyed this episode, I encourage you to listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and Google Podcasts, or any app that you listen to your favorite podcasts on. Don't forget to leave a review too. You might just hear a review on the next episode. Follow us on all social media. Share the episode with those you love, those you don't love, those you fucking hate. I don't make these pretty images for nothing, okay? Have a dope-ass week. Welcome back to the Boonie Breakdown. Thank you for listening. And remember, the ratchet in me always honors the ratchet in you. Namaste. Until next time.